Hi there. I'm just going to quickly talk about how to start a partnership in North Carolina. Now, if you've navigated already to the Secretary of State website, you'll have noticed that there's no online filing system in place. However, there is a manner in which you can upload your finished PDF onto the site. If you choose not to do that, you're going to have to download the PDF here on our website, fill out all the required information, attach the filing fee, and send that into the Secretary of State by mail. Of course, a fee will be associated with that. It's going to be $125 if you're registering as an LLP or an LLLP, and $50 for all limited partnership registration. We're just going to go over, at least in this video, each one of the requirements for all the partnership types in this state. Before we start, however, we're going to go over just briefly what it takes to do a business entity search. And now what that is you can do this without an online account, and you're just going to research the availability of your business name. This is just going to make sure that your filing doesn't get rejected when you submit it because there's another business entity that has a similar name. Also, you can perform a name reservation filing. This will last for a period of 120 days prior to filing. It's going to cost you $30. So to file for domestic LP, you can download, or LLLP rather, you can download the Certificate of Domestic Limited Partnership here. And you're going to need to supply the following information. So you'll need the name of the partnership, county of filing, county file number, and date of file. Now this is only if you formed prior to 1986. The name of registered agent and the address, address and phone number where the records are kept, latest date which the partnership is to dissolve. Leave it blank if that's not applicable. Name and address of each partner and the effective date. On the second page, you need to do the signature, printed name, and date of signature by each general partner. The business email address, of course, that is optional. And then you can elect to be an LP or an LLP. And if you decide to be an LLP, you're going to need to provide the principal office street address, the principal office telephone number, and the mailing address. And finally, the fiscal year of which the limited liability limited partnership is to dissolve. On this, you can attach a filing fee of $50 or $125 depending on your partnership type, and mail filing to this address here. Now, I'm actually not going to go over each of the filing requirements because, for one, I'm sure you guys can all read quite well, and for another, they're all pretty much the same. There's slight variations in between them, but for the most part, you either need to download the forms here. They'll have a link for each one of the partnership types, and the address is the same throughout as well. The only difference is if you plan to submit your PDF online. Now, what you're going to do in that, if that's the case, you need to first create an online account. Now, there's a tutorial on how to do that here. It's really simple. It'll take just like 3 or 4 steps, and then you can log into your account. And once you're logged in, you'll notice on the left-hand side there's a heading and a box called PDF filing, and you can click Upload a Creation Filing. And when you finish doing that, you're going to be able to enter in all this information and upload the file. And finally, you're just going to be able to pay it by clicking Submit and then enter the purchaser, the payment type, and the return email address. Once you finish that, if you're a domestic partnership, you're going to need to, if you plan on hiring employees, get an employer identification number. After you receive correspondence from the Secretary of State that your filing has been approved, this is going to enable you to legally hire employees and to commit to any kind of financial transaction. You can do so by applying online or through the PDF SS4. There's a tutorial on how to do both those processes here. Also, partnership agreement is something that is not required in North Carolina, but is always advised because they'll delineate the nature of the relationship between the partners and the partnership. You click here, you're going to get a free template in both Microsoft Word and Adobe PDF. And finally, renewal. It's necessary that LPs and LLLPs file an annual report each year. Limited partnerships don't need to do so. I was just going to keep the Secretary of State up to date with all the changes which may have occurred over the previous 12 months. filers can expect to pay $200, which is more expensive than the actual initial filing fee, which is kind of rare. At any rate, you need to submit this online using the Business Entity Search function. It's very straightforward. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Best of luck to you guys.